Heyo everybody, and welcome to another episode of On Two Wheels. I am Zach, that is Ari. You might have noticed in the past in this show that we have adventures in faraway lands or halfway around the globe, but this time we're doing it a little bit differently. We're keeping it local.
Yeah, we're gonna have an adventure in our own backyard. As much as we would love to go spend a week exploring the Rockies or go down to the Andes, as much as we wish every adventure was some grandiose expedition, we just don't have time. So we're taking a couple days to do a little camping trip, and we're gonna keep it basic.
And you are telling me that you have everything you need on that motorcycle right now.
Yeah, like I said, keeping it basic. I got
Basic.
I got Suzuki's adorable little VanVan 200, very fundamental, simple motorcycle, and I've got a few essentials strapped to the back. I'll have everything else in my backpack, and that's all I need for camping weekend, man.
Yeah, and I am in awe of his ability to bring so few things. Me, on the other hand, I was raised on a solar-powered farm in the middle of Vermont on 35 acres with 2 dogs and no siblings.
That explains a lot.
Well, anyway, if I'm going camping, I want to be comfy, because my life was basically a camping trip until I was 17 years old. Which is why, fair viewers, I have procured for myself Ducati's crown jewel of adventure touring, the Multistrada 1200 Enduro. And I've sprinkled a few $1,000s of stuff on top of it and in it to keep me comfy while I'm in the woods.
You said sprinkle, but it's more like stacked.
Well, you know, details, semantics.
It seems like you have everything. I hope you have everything you need for this trip.
I can't see why I wouldn't.
I'm pretty sure I have everything I need. Now what we need is to get the hell out of this office park.
Yes, this is the best part. This is where we find the rivers.
Yeah.
And the mountains.
Yes.
And the forests.
Yes.
And the fresh air.
Yes!
Nature, here we come.
This is exactly what I was talking about. This is what I'm sick of. Traffic, people, congestion, stress. I'm over it.
It sucks. I guess you have to pay your dues, right? When you want to escape the city and go camping all glamorously, you got to do this crap.
You're saying you gotta get out of the city. You have to get out of the city.
The good news is, perfect speed for the VanVan. Can we agree?
It is, actually. With only 200 cc's, air-cooled at that, this thing does not go very fast. Like 55, 60 is absolute top. So traffic's kind of good for the VanVan.
Yep. Whereas I am in low orbit here on the Multistrada. It's a very tall motorcycle and very heavy. I will say it handles pretty well at this speed, though.
Yeah, and you're just like waiting to stretch that thing's legs, huh?
Cannot wait. Speaking of which, we're not regular citizens here in California. We can share lanes, so let's make it happen, my friend.
Oh, if you think you can fit.
Fit? What?
This is the physical and spiritual transition from the urban rat race
Yes.
to our adventure in the wilderness, to our hipster heaven.
Yes, exactly. I'm turning off trash control. You, sir?
Oh yeah, the VanVan's got like 12 horsepower. The traction control is built in, it's baked right in.
The VanVan is trash control.
Yeah.
All right, let's roost and boost.
Man on the VanVan, wide open going up the mountain.
I got the multi in the lowest power mode possible, and I'm still not even opening the throttle.
Here's some carbon-based biomass that we might want to burn later.
I'm gonna use this knife I brought. This is exactly what it's for, I assume.
There's no way in hell. But there's a lot of deadfall, and like when we get to a campsite, it's gonna be picked clean because that's what people do.
Yeah.
So if we can snag some of this, this is oak. This weighs a lot. You think your bike's got room for some more stuff?
I'll just turn up my electric suspension, bruh.
You think we're gonna make it to camp before sundown?
No, I do not think we're going to make the camp before sundown, and I also think your camp's going to be a little bit easier to set up considering you don't have, you know, too much stuff.
What fun is it to set up camp when you've got good visibility, when the sun is still in the sky? That's not a challenge.
Our grandfathers wouldn't be proud of that.
There's also no way this is going to work.
Man, nothing like pulling in well after dark and still having to set up camp. I know we spent a lot of time collecting firewood, and a fire is like the biggest part of camping.
I'm really looking forward to it.
I'm kind of inclined to just like set up camp and go to bed, man, so we can get a good start in the morning.
Such a sleepy little turtle sometimes.
Let's set up camp and see how we feel.
I like that plan better.
Okay. VanVan's not carrying a very big load. I've got my hardware store tarpaulin, a couple of tent spikes, some rope, sleeping bag, my air mattress, and then my tools and a rag. Real basic.
I heard Ari explain how simple his whole kit was. Mine's also very simple. Sleeping bag, chair, another chair because I know Ari will be jealous and he'll want to sit down too. Tent, air mattress and saddle bag, along with clothing and a few odds and ends maybe.
Step one, just spreading out my tarpaulin. Gonna make myself a little lean-to off the VanVan here. Trying to figure out what my angle is gonna be. I wanna give myself enough room to move around. But something tells me I'm gonna be set up a little bit before this guy.
Step one, unpack tent. I'm all over it. Okay, got my cabin in the woods all set up.
And it only took you an hour.
Whatever.
Dude, now we seriously don't have time to build a fire.
Why not?
Cause it's 11:30.
Is it really?
Go to bed.
Ooh, yeah, and you're sleepy, huh?
That's right, I am. But this is an impressive cabin you've got here.
This, my friend, is the Red Vers Atacama. And I would like to point out that, like me, it rode here on a Multistrada, and now that very Multistrada lives within its walls.
So I don't have twinkle lights or room to park my motorcycle, but my motorcycle is actually the third wall, and my tent matches my bike, you know, because they're both blue and they're kind of small and kind of but good enough for me. And this late at night, I don't need anything fancy.
Ooh, yes, sir. Ariel. Wakey, wakey. We're doing camping comfy.
Oh yeah? What are we doing, like oatmeal and granola bars or? Man, look at this, Chef Court's cooking up a storm.
Well, one does one's best when we're in the wilderness.
You got your little stove, you got your pots and pans, you've got bacon and eggs.
Yeah,
Oh
you
my
know.
gosh. You got enough to share?
I assume you brought dehydrated food and granola bars?
I did, but I mean, this looks much more appealing.
I only have a pound of bacon.
Oh man. All right, well, what's the plan after breakfast?
That's a fair point. I didn't really plan out after breakfast. It was sort of my focal point, if you noticed.
I can see you put a lot of effort in this. I guess we don't really need a plan. I mean, we've got the day to kill, we've got some wilderness to explore, we've got adventure bikes and, you know, whatever you want to call the VanVan Funduro, as Suzuki says. So yeah, we don't need an agenda. Let's just go ride and have a good time.
Absolutely. I like it.
All right, so dine and dash.
Yeah, but first the dine part, don't you think?
Oh, thank you, sir. We're doing it. We're riding our little bikes off-road. Well, my little bike.
What the what? Oh no. It's actually locked too.
Why do you think they have it locked? They usually do that like after heavy rains or like if it's in the middle of the summer when there's fire, but like these are perfect conditions.
Yeah, the weather's perfect. Check and see if the lock's actually locked. Sometimes they just swing them shut.
Nope. That is a very large padlock and it is very much locked. Well,
That road just wants to take us to freedom. Look at it.
let's check the map and try and find another spot.
Yep, do like we always do.
So yeah, it looks like if we go back down the road, backtrack a little bit, looks
Yep.
like there's another fire road that links up.
This is exactly the right amount of adversity for us.
Yeah, just
We
a
can
little
find
bit of
another
challenge.
way in. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
You're carrying some speed, bro. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, little burro.
Oh no!
Kick, go, struggle, yeah.
All right. Late start to the day, man, but we are out here doing it.
No people, no strip malls, no traffic lights. We kind of did it.
It's excellent, and I'm getting to unleash the VanVan on the environment.
On America, which it has never been unleashed upon before.
Yeah, little guy's been around since 2003, but we just got it to the U.S. It's got a bigger motor, 200 cc's. But you know what? It's really kind of like
200. Woo.
yeah, it's 199. It's in the same category as like a Grom or a Z125. Like it's a fun, dorky little bop about. It's not an off-road bike. It's not an enduro. And the seat, I mean, if you are struggling to find a motorcycle with a seat big enough for your ass, this thing's got you covered. I mean, $4,600 is a little steep for what you're getting, but
Arguably, yep. On the topic of wide, the Multistrada 1200 Enduro is pretty wide. I got these Touratech aluminum cases. I got 7.9 gallons of fuel. I mean, it's
a lot of machine.
big machine. And I got a base price of $21,300
Oh my gosh.
or something like that. But yeah, I mean, like we know about the cruise control. We know about the heated grips.
Yeah,
and
the regular Multistrada is an incredible sport tour.
Yep, and we already knew that.
Yeah.
But this is something that Ducati hasn't done before, which is pile on a bunch of dirt stuff. You can get it with knobby tires. It's got a new frame.
Yeah.
It's got beefier suspension.
Yeah, it's not
like,
just like a superficial treatment. Like they went deep on this thing all the way to the bones.
right. And what we're finding, what I've just found today, climbing this hill, among other things, is that like just like every other 1200, 1300 cc enduro, is it a real dirt bike? No. But can you do some stuff that you probably shouldn't be able to do with a bike this size? Yeah, which is
Yeah.
rad.
Speaking of which, you ready to go back down that hill?
I hope so. I mean, like it's got plenty of power going up, but going down the brake feel is all on me, and I'm not sure about it.
So one way or another, I'll see you at the bottom.
Yeah, wish me luck. Oh, look at that burro go.
You get that Enduro ABS on?
Yep, I do.
Oh my god, 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 get out of your way. Here we are, top of the mountain. Man, that was an epic ride.
Darn good, man.
Good way to spend the day.
Yeah, epic day. I'm tired. Do you think it has anything to do with how big my bike is?
Probably doing a little extra work pushing that thing around. But I'm,
You're also tired, right?
yeah,
Okay, good. That makes me feel better.
very much looking forward to actually kicking back by the campfire and relaxing in our campsite.
Yeah, exactly. So back to our respective accommodations, right?
Yeah, if you can call my lean-to accommodations.
Well, you know, it's accommodating to a certain extent.
Yep, I like this. This is nice. The fire is a good idea, Zach.
Finally, night 2, we get a fire.
Yeah, we deserve it. After all that hard riding we did today,
I agree.
climbing all those mountains and stuff on a tiny little motorcycle.
I can't really say the same for myself.
No, you can't. I mean, 200 cc's in a tarpaulin. I am proud of my decision. I am proud of how basic I kept it, and it worked fine for me.
You ought to be. You ought to be. I, on the other hand, I might have overdone it a little bit with the Multistrada and the huge, oh God.
Flying too close to the sun, man.
Turns out overdoing it's kind of my thing.
That's your style.
Yeah, well, anyway, the point is, I think the sweet spot here is probably in between Ari's setup and my setup.
Absolutely. I mean,
Yeah.
we bookended the whole motorcycle camping thing, but no matter where you are on the spectrum, no matter what bike you have, what you have to sleep under, just get out there and use it. Do it. Have an adventure. Have a good time.
Couldn't have said it better myself. So, I guess that does it for this episode of On Two Wheels.
Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you'll tell your friends. I hope you'll subscribe.
Yep.
And we'll see you next time on Two Wheels.
Come on. We need traffic to get this shot. Come on.
But that's a pretty sweet cabin, bro.
Thanks, bro.
So let's talk about breakfast.
We don't have time for breakfast.
Yep, 12 minutes and 20 seconds of pure gold.
The machete. Machete. Weed Scott, I have a machete.
Don't they know how hard it is to turn a Multistrada Enduro around? No respect.
You got yours, I got mine.